There's an old saying that a woman's work is never done. Early childhood education has been seen for a long time as women's work, which is code for low pay, long hours, and little respect. Over the last 30 years, early childhood educators have fought to be seen not as people who provide custodial care for young children, but as professional educators. We have a distinct knowledge base, ethical standards, and special skills that enable us to provide both care and education to children from birth to 8. What does it mean to be a professional? Let's listen to what some of our colleagues think out loud about this important question.
To be a professional in this field means to have a deep commitment to the work that we do. Just like I think for any profession, if you're going to really be professional about it, you have to know what you believe in. You have to be trained and have the education and the deep understanding of the work that we're doing. The philosophical background behind it makes it even more professional when we know why we're doing things and how it's affecting children and families and the people that we work with.
I think a professional in this field is obviously someone who's qualified, someone who's competent, and someone who's actively involved in the field. But most importantly, I think what I've learned is it needs to be someone who has this joy, this zest, or this zest for life, for education, for what they're doing. Not always looking at things that are constructive, but really kind of sometimes feeling from within. I think that permeates throughout the center with the families, with the children, and with the community coming into your place.
I think being a professional in the field of early childhood education really, I think it's a privileged position to be in, frankly, because we are starting at the very beginning and onset of a child's life. I think it's creating a foundation for learning, for living, that really starts with parents as being first teachers, but also the ability to have parents entrust in us the opportunity to be with their children and to be teachers along with them.
I think to add to that, in a way to describe it as a professional is the commitment that one makes to the field. To me, it's, for myself as being in the field for so long, it's like a lifetime commitment of teaching, respecting, and loving young children. And I think in the beginning for myself too, we were not respected for what we did, but I think we've come a long way, and I think that we continue to gain that respect for the field.
One thing that I think is really important for teachers at any stage of their development, but especially if they've been doing it for a long time and they're really checking into who they are now as a teacher, because let's face it, we do grow as teachers over time. We learn a lot about ourselves. I think it's really important to recheck your philosophy statement along the way, and I've done this over the past couple years. I think it can be an actual exercise or activity you do once a year, just so you stay fresh and so you understand what you hope to share with children and families.
Unlike other professions with qualifying exams and various statuses, amateur or professional, the ECE field is open and self-selected. If you take a job caring for other people's children, then you are part of the profession of early care and education. As a young profession, we have to tackle some of the serious complexities of our work, such as how we provide professional level care and make professional level salaries and still have programs that families can afford. Positioning our field in such a way that ensures that we and our work will be taken seriously, navigating the difficulties of standardizing what we do, yet preserving creativity, reflective practice, and critical thinking. While these issues are discussed in the larger context of our field, we ask you to consider, how do you demonstrate your commitment to being a highly skilled, well-educated, contributing professional? How is reflective practice embedded in your professional development? How do you demonstrate ethical standards in your daily work with children, families, and colleagues? In this competency, you will use the reflective protocol to take a closer look at the ECE professional guidelines and ethical standards. These will help you examine your view of early care and education while simultaneously developing habits of mind to view oneself as a professional and one's work as professional practice. Value reflection on practice and your commitment to continuous learning, both professionally and personally. Value ethical practice. Through this engagement and the reflection with the professionalism competency, we hope that you will feel inspired to advocate for the policies and practices that move the field of study and work into equitable and valued position within our greater society.